I've never done this before because I got enough jobs, okay? I got enough jobs, and I'm a very busy man, and I love Rachel Nichols and the job that she does on the jump. And I'm in LA all the time. Damn it, they need to bring me on the show. The blasphemy. At first, it was Scottie Pippen and T-Mac talking about sit Zion down. Just quit on your team. In the middle of the season, just quit. Just quit. Now, Paul Pierce with LeBron. How much does LeBron get paid? $35 million? Sit down. Sit down. Just don't even worry. Season, 22 games left. All right? Still in the hunt for a playoff spot. And Paul Pierce is saying, a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer, my brother. I love these guys. T-Mac, Pippen, Paul Pierce, no, but love for the truth. The truth shall make you free. That's supposed to be Paul Pierce. And you go on a jump and you sit up there and say, sit down, LeBron James, best player in the world, supposedly, best player in the world.
Sit down, be humble.
Sit down, Paul Pierce.
That's right.
Oh, my God. I mean, listen, I got to show up on the jump. The blasphemy. Only Rachel Nichols seems to not be blasphemous. Everybody else that shows up on her show appears to be blasphemous with the things that they're saying. Makes no sense.
That's right. Well, there's no such thing as blasphemy in sports, Stephen A., because you're assuming that there is some kind of holy truth that no one can speak against, even if the evidence points that way.
Sit down.
Paul Pierce is simply reflecting this truth. The truth is reflecting this truth. The $35 million, LeBron already made that for the Lakers like by the fourth week of the season. It's not about he hasn't earned his money. It's not about this year winning a championship. They were never going to contend for a championship this year.
Then why play at all?
But what about the next 3 years? That's what he's saying. I saw Kobe Bryant when they got Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol and Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni. I saw Kobe Bryant decide at a certain point, we're not missing the playoffs, and will the team to the playoffs, and he ended his career in the process. Now, I'm not saying Paul Pierce isn't a Celtics double agent. He clearly is. However, so yes, there's some haterade that he is sipping on right there.
Love Paul,
however,
brother.
what he's saying, Jalen, there is some wisdom.
I can't wait to get the countdown on Friday to say this to him personally.
Please speak.
But I agree with you for all of the reasons you said, and I'm going to take it in a different direction. We've entered into a unique space in sports where when people feel like your team isn't the favorite to win the championship, you should just quit and not compete anymore.
Thank you.
We don't appreciate the journey anymore. Nobody cares about the regular season or who wins the division or who wins the conference.
Play spoiler,
it's all
knock
about
people
how many
out.
chips do you got, and since we can't win, we gonna shut it down. It's still a chance that they can get the A spot. Ain't they only 3 games out of the A spot? Didn't we say LeBron is box office? Didn't you say LeBron James is the best player in the world?
Can I shoot this down?
I love you, man.
So you mean to tell me LeBron James, the best player in the world, that's already missed 18 games?
Jalen.
That's already missed.
Jalen, you are making a valuable point. I believe you're making a valuable point. In this case, I think it's misplaced, and I'll tell you why. LeBron James, even if they make it to the playoffs, they're not going anywhere this year. But given the number of miles on his knees, on his legs, right, and the fact that he has a groin injury, he's coming off a groin injury, and you have him for 3 more years.
Get him, take him.
And you have a chance to contend and maybe win a championship over the next 3 years because of LeBron. Why would you risk that over probably not making the playoffs?
How about this? Number one, you want LeBron to play so that the guys you tried to trade this year, you heighten their value by putting them on a playoff stage.
Okay.
Number one.
That's a reason.
Right. For number two, for LeBron James, when you're the leader and you're the best player, you have to be that on the floor, not in the boardroom, in the locker room. You got to show up and play the actual game,
hype man, Stephen A.
regardless of the scenario. And lastly, when we talk about LeBron having to do too much and average a triple-double, that's what he's supposed to do.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Right?
That's what he's supposed to do. This is ridiculous.
Well, you could stand on principle, and then maybe you don't have LeBron for the next 3 years.
We got to play. Oh, really? What about the whole season?
No.
What season
Kobe's
is 5 months?
Achilles snapped when he played so many minutes to play him into the playoffs.
Oh, so now we worried about the Achilles snapping. I'm telling you right now, next time I'm in LA, I'm going to walk outside the jump, have the camera, remember, walk outside the jump with a picket sign. I mean, for Paul Pierce and Pippen and T-Mac.
For the record, I don't think they should shut him down. And I think Paul Pierce is a Celtics double agent. I'm just saying what he's saying is not so off the wall.
Oh, please.
Stephen A., you're going to like this one. So, say, for example, the Lakers go on a good win streak, and they end up falling at the 6th or the 7th spot.
That's right.
Because they're only like 3.5
That's
games
right,
away.
3.5 games out.
So you mean to tell me it's not worth LeBron James' team making the playoffs to play against the Nuggets?
For the first time in 5 years?
In fact, I think they're going to do that, and they might even win a playoff series.
And you still think they should sit out?
So if you think
No, I don't.
All right, so you don't think they should sit
No.
down. So what you arguing with us for then?
I think Paul Pierce has a point.
He doesn't have a point. Oh, you got to be
just said they
crazy.
could win a playoff series?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So why shut them down?
I don't think they should.